Tim, Kemi from Training Talk. Hey, the last couple of months have probably been some of the most stressful and anxious times we've had in our business. Not anything in particular, just like a bunch of things that are stacked up on top of each other as your business grows. You know, every little thing can sometimes make a big difference if they all come at once. Like we had some performance issues with our servers back in January, and then there's the constant financial worries, making sure you're getting enough new customers, keeping enough of your existing customers so you pay all your bills, just that sort of thing. Every sort of thing comes along to every small business. So I wanted to talk today a little bit about mental health and mental health in particular for small businesses, like some of the advice you get if you're dealing with your mental health cannot actually be applied if you're running a small business, like taking time off, getting a better work-life balance. Now, in some situations, depending on where your business is, like that might be practical, but in a lot of businesses, actually, that advice will be detrimental to your mental health, because taking time off could mean more stress if there's no one left to do the actual work. And what if you take some time off and then you come back to your business and your business doesn't exist anymore because there's no one doing the work? So I guess all I'm saying is it's slightly different for small business owners. First things first though, right? There's nothing to be embarrassed about if you're suffering from some sort of mental health issues, stress, anxiety, depression, whatever. I think you'd be crazy in today's world if you weren't suffering from some sort of mental health issues with things that go on at the moment, like stuck in an office for hours, don't get any sun, terrible diet, drinking too much, all that sort of stuff, working long hours, so nothing to be embarrassed about at all. I mean, I'm not embarrassed about it. Sorry about that, just got interrupted nicely by a guy that works here at the Museum of Technology. He asked me to look after his dog. His elderly dog, there he is, he's getting up. Oh, no, he can't quite get up, buddy, get up. He sometimes wanders across the road apparently, so I'm just going to keep an eye on him, so we'll keep him in the shot just there, just in case. So I guess the first thing to think about is exercise. So I get into a bad habit sometimes of we are got so much work on that I will get up in the morning and the first thing that I'll do is look at my phone and start the work. But now I've actually stopped doing that, so I'll always make sure that I do, even if it's just a small amount of exercise first. I won't even look at my phone, and I'll get that done, and then I'll come back, have something to eat, make sure that I'm relaxed a bit before I dive into the work. Yeah, so one tip is around your mobile device. So there's always, you can always go and check on your problems that you're having with your mobile device, regardless of not whether you're in a position to actually do anything about it. So first thing I used to do when I wake up in the morning, I'd have my phone down beside my bed, and I open it up and check my emails, and then I knew that I had some training to do or something else to do first, but I'd still check those emails anyway, even though that I couldn't act on them. So now I only ever check my emails, read my messages if I'm in a position to actually do something about them. Otherwise you just spend the next few hours stressing about it, so you can't even enjoy your training time or time with your partner or your family. So that's one thing. If you're not in a position to do anything about any of the problems, then you don't even just not to know about them at all. Don't worry, I've been keeping an eye on that dog. He was moving when I was talking before, but he's just gone over to get some water, so it's all good. The other thing is during the working day, taking plenty of breaks and getting yourself outside for the Ds. It's real easy to sit down in front of your computer, just work, and all of a sudden the day's disappeared. So I normally set a timer like for 20 minutes, and I work hard for 20 minutes, and then I take a short break. Like take a couple of coffee breaks a day, but most of the time I just stop, walk around the section because I work from home. I water the garden, go get the mail, take the rubbish out, hang laundry on the line. So I might have 6 or 7 of those little breaks for the day. So not only does it give your mind a break, but it also lets you do some of the things that outside of work that might be stressing you out if you're working from home. So by the time you come to the end of the day, not only have you taken some breaks, but you won't get in trouble with your partner for not making sure the laundry's done. Another tip is socialising and making sure you stay social. And I'm not talking about social media, that's rubbish. But actually meeting up with people, talking with them, having a laugh, and try and meet up with the people who are more positive in your life. Sometimes you have people who are positive, negative, some give you energy and some take energy. So if you're not feeling too good yourself, make sure you don't go and visit those people that normally will rely on you to get energy. So go to those people that you can get energy from. I'm naturally an introvert, so I could easily go for long periods of time without socialising. But even as an introvert, although I don't always actively seek it out, I always enjoy it, and I always feel much better afterwards. And the other type of socialising, social media, I mean, if you're having issues with your mental health, stress and anxiety, social media is the last place you should go looking for help. The social media platforms are all designed to get you in and hooked, so you get a little bit of dopamine from scrolling and seeing each little thing, but never quite enough, and always wanting you to come back. So social media always leaves you feeling a little bit empty, because it's called social media, but in reality it's not the real socialisation that humans really need to be mentally well. So if you can, stay off social media, and if you're running a business, you need to use it for your work, and just use it like a pro. Like, don't scroll through the feed, just use it for your ads or for chatting to your customers, but just stay off the feed where all the rubbish is. And a tip more directly related to work and businesses is making sure that you do your most stressful tasks first every day. I've got a bad habit sometimes of writing down my task list, putting the most important things on the top, the things that are worrying me the most, the things that are causing me the most stress and anxiety, and then avoiding them and doing all of the other things, and go, I'll do that at the end of the day. End of the day comes, you still haven't got it, and that stress and anxiety just builds up and builds up and builds up. And then if you do that every day, so I do stuff like that for like 10 days in a row. By the time you get to day 10, it's almost stress and anxiety is almost boiled over, and the actual reality of the situation has gotten worse too, because you left something that you know was a priority for 10 days. So sooner or later it's going to deal with you, so you're better off dealing with it first. Every day do your 2 or 3 hardest tasks, and they call that eating the frog. Get those out of the way, and then by the time you get to the end of the day, at the very least you've dealt with 2 or 3 really difficult tasks, and if nothing else works, then you can still feel like you've achieved something for the day. So that's it, that's all I got. Hopefully some of those tips were helpful. They seem to work okay for me, although we always struggle, we always feel like you don't know what the hell you're doing, stress and anxiety, but I think it's just not letting it build up over time and letting it boil over the top, just dealing with things as they come, being proactive about it. Alright, thanks for listening, talk to you soon.